How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be taking a look at Legendary Rare Majin Vegeta, and this one is going to be very interesting because he does obviously have good things about him and he also has negatives. So I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy what you are seeing today, if you are new, consider hitting that subscribe button. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So his leader skill gives free key to agility types as well as a 90% stat boost. He has two different super attacks. The final impact is between 12 and 17 key. Final impact does mega colossal damage and it has a rare chance to stun, pardon me. And then you have final explosion, which is the 18 key super attack, which only does colossal damage. So obviously the 12 key to 17 key super attack does more damage than the final explosion for whatever reason. I don't know why Bandai kind of wants to nerf the AoE attacks, because obviously, like in the anime, that's like one of the strongest attacks ever, and to say that final impact is stronger than final explosion, I don't know where Bandai is going with this. But the good thing about that is that at least if you can't get to that 18 key, it's still going to hit hard, which is great. So as I was saying, despite his final explosion super attack only causing colossal damage, I'm pretty certain that this still hits harder than his final impact super attack, because if we quickly go down here, his 12 key multiplier is 200%, whereas his 18 key multiplier is 350%. And for each level he gets an additional 10%, with level 20 adding another extra 30%, which would make a total of 570%. So I hope you guys understood that. Basically, his 18 key super attack is going to be hitting harder than his final impact super attack, but that's kind of a good thing because I've said this before, his mega colossal damage super attack, which is the final impact, is still going to be hitting as hard, well, not as hard, but it's still going to be hitting really hard. Whereas if you took a look at the other legendary rares, they didn't have something like this, which is nice. So to quickly move on to the rest of the card, he gets a 150% attack boost when performing a super attack. Now this is where the problems start to come in. If we quickly have a look at his links, he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Pride, Saiyan Lineage, Over and Flash, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So his main problem straight away is definitely his link set. In comparison to Gohan, it's definitely underwhelming. Gohan had Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. He obviously had the Super Saiyan links. He had Legendary Power, all the Legendary Rare links. So in comparison to him, he is underwhelming, and the reason being because one of the reasons is because Over and Flash just isn't a very common link on him on an agility team, and I will show you that in a few moments. Granted, the team that I'm going to show you is most likely going to be the best one that you can currently make, but the point still persists. You're going, if you have those units at your disposal, you're most likely not going to be giving them up just so that you can consistently get his 18 key super attack with Vegeta. But I honestly think that's why they gave his final impact super attack the mega colossal damage, because they kind of knew that for him to be fully optimized, you're most likely not going to be getting that 18 key super attack the majority of the time. So they made his 12 key super attack pretty damn strong. Obviously it's not as strong as his final explosion to my understanding, but even so, he is still going to be hitting pretty hard with that 12 key super attack. But I am going to say that he is definitely a step down from Gohan if you haven't figured that out already. He just doesn't have the link set, and of course, if he had something like Gohan where he got an additional key per orb obtained, that would have been a completely different story. I still don't think he would have been as good as Gohan, because Gohan does have a better link set, as I said before. But he doesn't even increase his own attack with every orb obtained, which is something that Gohan has over this guy. Probably going to tank slightly better than Gohan because he has a higher defensive stat. But even so, Gohan is just a better unit, and he has Shattering the Limit, which is obviously the Rebirth link. And the reason why he does have that link is because you have to use the Majin Vegeta medals from the Hero Extermination events to awaken him. So, I mean, I suppose it does make sense. They couldn't technically give him Fierce Battle because those medals are for Rebirth units, and they decided to give him that Rebirth link. Whereas with Gohan, you had to use the Cell medals to awaken him. They could have potentially just released a new Majin Vegeta event, or just used a medals from a particular event to awaken this guy. But for some reason they didn't decide to go with that, and that is where he kind of falls below Gohan. I'm not saying he's a bad unit by any means. He is a very good unit. He has an incredible leader skill. He hits extremely hard. He just lacks when it comes, well, the only thing that he really lacks in is his link set. And I'm going to quickly move on to the team. So this is most likely the best team that you can make. Some people may not want to run the androids just because, firstly, it's a bit of a grind, and secondly, some people just simply don't like them. So of course you have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you have Super Saiyan Rose, you have Super Vegito, you have Super 17, and you have LR Majin Vegeta, and of course the LR androids. So one of the things that you could potentially do is get rid of the LR androids and just put in a unit in there that has Over and Flash to support Majin Vegeta. So if we quickly go ahead and get rid of the androids, you can put Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in there. He has fallen off, admittedly, which is unfortunate because he is a great unit. He has one of the best link sets in the game, but if you want to run a team like this, he is definitely a decent option. Another option is Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is probably worse than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at this point because of, you know, his passive doesn't last as long. You can maybe even put your boy Super Saiyan God Goku in there if you want. If God Goku gets a Dokkan, he is definitely going to be on a team like this because he would most likely have the, well, he already has the Over and Flash, Shock and Speed link, and he could potentially even give him the Prepare for Battle link. And keep in mind that he still hits very, very hard. And of course, when he Dokkans, he's going to get that Fierce Battle link, and as I said before, he could potentially get Prepare for Battle, thus making him a very good unit. It's not to say that he isn't a good unit now, just that Fierce Battle does make a big difference, but he would definitely be one of the optimal units for a team like this. Pardon me. So yeah, these are most likely going to be your options, or you could, to be honest, you could even put a support unit in there like, where is he? You could put Starter Goku in there, you could put the World Tournament Gohan, which is somewhere around here, there we go. You could put the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Rebirth, you know, there are some units they can play with. You can even go Kaioken Goku if you have no other options, because he does have Over and Flash and Shocking Speed, which he shares with the majority of the units here. So there are a few options if you want to, you know, help Majin Vegeta super attack. And keep in mind, he also gets free ki from Rose's super attack. He also gets free ki from Rose's passive, so it kind of works on certain rotations. But you could do the exact same thing by keeping an Over and Flash unit next to him, because that's still providing the free ki that he needs. Alternatively, you could keep these guys together and then have a unit with Over and Flash in that third slot. But the thing about that is that he is only going to be coming back like every 3 turns. So you can kind of see why they made a 12 key super attack, the Mega Colossal one. It just kind of makes sense because it's going to be kind of hard. It depends. Like, I personally haven't used him. I know Donnie has LR Majin Vegeta, so he can tell me when he finally Dokkans him how good or how hard it is to actually get to that 18 key multiplier consistently. But I think I've pretty much covered everything. He is a great unit, don't get me wrong. It's just a shame that he doesn't have that great of a link set. Even giving him Prepare for Battle would have been, like, would have made a massive difference. But for some reason, they are very reluctant to give Over and Flash units that Prepare for Battle link. Apart from Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue is the only exception. To be honest, even have Kaioken Goku, who has Prepare for Shocking Speed, pardon me. You have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku with Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle. You have Super Saiyan Gold Goku with Shocking Speed and Over and Flash. So I don't know why they didn't give him Shocking Speed at least, or, you know, even Prepared for Battles. It's a shame, to be honest. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.